Alright folks, Alex here. Welcome back along to another episode of Saving Grandad's Farm. In today's episode, we are going to get cracking along. But first of all, look at all the fruit on my apple trees coming through. Just splendid. You'll love to see that. Anyway, we're going to get cracking along. We got some work to do with some top dressing today. With our new spinner, actually. We've got to go out there. We're going to put some 20-10-10 down onto our oilseed rape ground. If we get some left over there, we might put some onto the other cereal ground that we've got in as well. But we need to just get going with it this evening. The crop doctor was out recently, gave us a bit of idea of what we want to be doing sooner rather than later. So we're going to do that. We picked up our delivery not so long ago. We're going to run on in because it's a bit loud here. There you go. We picked up our delivery of 20-10-10 not so long ago there, and it is only about 8 bags in here, which will be plenty for what we need. But what we need to do before anything else, is make sure that doesn't hit us there. And so let's just get these loaded into the new Kverneland spreader. And then we have a look at something else as well. We have another new toy here. We've been spending money, but it's essential money. It's how I'm telling the bank manager. But we have it. And hopefully there we'll be able to make some use of it very shortly. But we'll be looking at this sprayer in just a moment there. It's a decision that I didn't make lightly at all. But I felt there was something we just needed to really kind of knuckle down with and actually pull the trigger on, because things are starting to happen, things are moving, and we just weren't in a position to do anything really. So yeah, we picked it up. Now this Merlot is currently lifting these 2 1-ton bags with ease, and that's one of the reasons why we got it. It's small, it's compact, but it still has plenty of lift, plenty of grunt to it, which is what we need here, let's be honest. So easy does it. We'll just lower this down. There we go. It's about full. That'll do it. That'll do it. Now we'll just move this out of the way. We'll just go on over here. So we've been busy the last few days, just doing a few random little bits and pieces there really. The construction crew has finished putting down the concrete at the what is soon to be new pig yard, so that's good. We're going to leave them do it. It's kind of still setting over the weekend there really. I think it will be looking much better in probably another couple of days, but it's not too far away, truth be told. But yeah, we're going out in the 8140 today, where we'll get this all taken care of. Big old brute of a tractor here, but we've got a lot of weight in there, so that's what we need. Something that's going to be able to handle this no problem at all. So that is good. I am at some point soon, I'm going to just stop this around here actually. Some point soon actually going to be getting rid of our... There you go. Some point soon we're going to be getting rid of the baler in here. I have made the trade. We haven't got it yet, obviously, but it's coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is until we get it through the door here. Like I said in the last video there, if you have any thoughts on what that might be, do stick them down below, because I will be all ears to those. I can't promise you what it will be, but you know, we'll figure that one out. We'll see. For right now, this is just kind of hanging around out in here. We'll get it shifted out sooner rather than later. We're gonna need to stick the drill back on soon anyway to get a bit more work done. So when that is on and ready to go, we'll get into it. Probably gonna do a bit more drilling actually, maybe tomorrow. One of the fields are gonna be next to, which is just on the other side of the case there. That needs to be drilled now, so it's all good to go. But we'll see about that. But yeah, this is the new Hardy spray. Now we went and had a look at a lot of second-hand sprayers, trailed sprayers, bigger sprayers than this. This is 24 meters wide, but we had a look at big, large capacity 24 meter sprayers. But the cost was astronomical, really. They seem to hold their value quite well. Certainly the ones I were looking at there anyway, because we're looking into getting section control, or we were looking into section control. We wanted to have the variable rate application in there as well. So there's a lot of different factors that we had to consider. So we went for the Hardy. It's a good brand. It's a good local dealer with local support around this area as well, which is exactly what you need here. It is 24 meters wide, like I mentioned there, with the option to increase the tank capacity with a nurse tank on the front. But this is holding around about just over 2,200 liters, I think, which is what the 22 stands for there. It will be working on the back of the Ford, the smallest tractor, just so we put less compaction on the ground there and less damage to any crops once they start to come through as well. But the Ford does lift it easily, which is always important there. But it's bigger than I thought it would be, I must admit. It folds up very neatly indeed. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of this to come. We're looking forward to getting into it. I do need to go and do my my PA1 and PA4 courses, I do believe they are. So we're just waiting before we can use this. But we got the sprayer. So that's step one. Need to go back to school and get my courses done. and then we'll be good to use it here. But yeah, that'll be the hope that we can use it this spring, this spring on our pre-post emergence, and then we'll be flying. So that is very much the idea. It's a smart looking thing. I think you'll agree that it looks fantastic. And yeah, we'll see how we get on with it. Just need to try and keep it out of the elements, keep it tucked away there, and that'll be good. The case is probably going to go onto the plow there later on tonight, because we're going to get ready to do a little bit of plowing. The fields out the back here need to be worked over. As you can see, it's still a beautiful evening. Really is. And I really want to make some headway over here, so we'll have to figure out what that looks like. And I'm also thinking that it's about time we start to see if we can get I'm toying over the idea of doing a very late crop of silage. It'll be more whole crop than it is regular silage there, because there's going to be the field grass. But you know what, I'm going to look to see if we can get it in anyway. See how that goes, because yeah, I think otherwise if we don't do it soon, we will miss out on an opportunity, and Lord knows I don't want to do that. So we'll see. But anyway, now when we drilled this field of oilseed rape, which is directly over the road here, we used the ridge markers to put down a tram line for us, which is nice and handy. And all we need to do now really is just creep on up, and we'll go and get this taken care of here. It shouldn't take too long in this field. I think we'll have to come back in and fill up there, but we'll see. We've got a lot of tonnage in the back here, and we'll see how we go. Alrighty then. Perfect stuff, and in we come here, and then you can see my ridge markers I'm going to. We'll stick out of the way. There you go. We're flying, and off we go. And that's us spreading in the 8140 there. Like I say, we'll use this tractor for right now, just because it's got a little bit more weight to hold that in the back. I think we're gonna have to get some more weights for the 7840, because at some point there, that is going to become almost the default sprayer and spreading tractor, because of it's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit narrower, less damage on the crop there when the crop has come out of the ground, especially when we're putting on T3s in kind of May time, sorry, and glyphosate down there in June. So that's when we're going to be needing that. So we'll stick an eye out for that one, see how it goes, see how it handles. But whilst we're going like this, we'll crack along with the 8140, which is due a paint. It's due a brush up in the workshop, so we're going to get through to this winter, and then that's exactly what will be happening. We'll be sticking it on in there, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, just want a few touch up really. You can see I've got some new wheel arches on, or mud guards on the way for it. I want to get that taken care of. Little few touches up inside the cab here along the bonnet, that kind of thing really. But it'll just kind of look after everything, put it all into a better shape. And yeah, we need to look after these tractors a bit more. And yeah, just looking after the internals will do exactly that, I am sure. Looks like I've got my tram lines all dialed in nicely, which is always good to see. And we should be flying through here in just and it won't take us too long to get each field done. But what we're doing is we're putting the granular fertilizer down now. Pre-Em's went on not so long ago, so the pre-Em herbicide will take care of these weeds that are coming through now. Maybe we're a little bit late with those ones, but it should kill them off nonetheless anyway. There'll be some post-emergent going down if this doesn't work. But this is just to give any of the emergent crop that's coming through now that chance, that real kick when it does come out. It gets a little bit of winter sun there, just get it thriving, so it'll leave it in good stead over the winter months. We don't need to worry about it too much there. And then of course we'll get back onto the ground in the springtime. But hopefully we can take care of everything else there, but we'll have to see. But yeah, we're cruising along nicely here actually. It's going nicely indeed. So I hope you're all doing very well. Do let us know down below where you're watching from, what you're doing as always. Love to keep on top of everything. A lot of people have been asking about the pig yard. It is coming together. We are due to kind of put foundations in for the A-frames. That's probably going to start to occur in, well, I don't know actually. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that one, but hopefully next month or so. There's no huge rush at the moment. Just want to take it bit by bit, make sure we're doing everything properly. Let's bomb along here, get to the end of the road. Listen to that grunt of the straight pipe here on the 840, just fantastic. And away we go again. Beautiful. Now this field came up with quite a lot of silty clay in it, which I was a bit surprised about when we did our field testing on it here. I wasn't expecting to see that necessarily, so yeah, it was we've got to work around that really. What we'll be doing is put a little bit more lime down there and seeing how we get on with that. When you have a clay in the ground, it acts as, it draws a lot. If the clay is too deep down there, it's, I don't know, let me get this right. I believe it's very negatively charged, which brings down and draws down all the positively charged neutrons or nutrients. So what that will do is pull all the nutrients down to where the clay is and away from the soil, away from the seed, which is obviously where we need it to be. So to try and prevent that, we're putting a little bit more fertilizer down than we would normally. 20-10-10 as this will be a great starting point. Nitrogen, potassium and sulfur there, just to really kick everything on. Hopefully at least get this canola coming through nice and quickly. Slugs we haven't seen so far yet, so we don't need to worry too much about that at the moment, which is fantastic. Pigeons, well, we'll see about pigeons when they arrive. We'll have to get some scarers out there and we'll see what that looks like and if that works. But yeah, pigeons and North Sea rape, that is always a very big frustration of mine. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't come to too much and we'll be able to handle any issues there, but we'll just have to kind of see how we get on. Oh, there's my next one. Nearly missed that one actually. Nearly missed it. And the thing is, when you're spraying or when you're spreading, you'll soon realize in a few months when you've missed a strip or a headland or a pass, sorry, in the field there, because everything else will be shooting along like gangbusters apart from the bit you missed. So gotta be careful, especially when you're next to a roadside field where passing farmers can critique you and judge you from the tractor. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think what we might do is just stick up. We got the drone with us again as always there, so we might stick that up and see what. It's a beautiful evening. Why not see what's going on there and bring you along for the ride, I think. So my sensor says that we are about empty here. There you go. Didn't even make it to the end of the row, so we're gonna have to come back and finish that row off. Let's nick on back over to the yard there. We'll fill ourselves back up again. So the auto shut's been working okay there. This has, because it's hooked into the GPS there, the variable rate auto switch on off does work pretty darn well. There's a few spots where it's missed though, that when you come into the end of when it's a little bit of an awkward shaped field there, it hasn't quite tuned into that one. So I have to maybe do a little bit of calibration there, but that's no big shake. We can always take care of that one nice and quickly. But yeah, all we need to do now though really is go and stick another couple of bags of fertilizer in there. That should get this field done. And then we're, yeah, it's another job off the list for today. rumble on down to a stop here. There you go. Around the corner we go. What I might do just to make it a bit easier, swing around this way. And we'll stop him about there. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, I took a moment just the other day there to kind of take a step back and look at how we've developed here as a farm, really, since we took over there, since we got things going. Some of the fortuitous events that happened to kind of really kick us on. You know, things like being able to get into business there with Mr. Lansdowne was huge, really supplying a lot of revenue our way. There's another couple of loads of produce going out tomorrow morning there, which is great. Being able to get into a position and having the account and the budget and the business loan to be able to expand the farm quite quickly is just fantastic. Now feel like I'm in the position here, start here rattling to, you know, once we get through my own drilling crops and my own cereal work here, to start doing a little bit more pushing out and a bit more outreach here and getting into a little bit more contracting work if it's an option there to do so. And I really do think that would be excellent. So that is something that will be on the cards. We'll have to see how soon it can actually happen. But yeah, I certainly think relatively quickly. So that's what we'll be trying to do at least. So yeah, watch out for that. I'll keep you posted on it. Because yeah, hopefully we can get a little bit of work in the neighborhood here and the local neighbors around the countryside. A little bit of tractor work here and there. It just brings in extra revenue, uses and pays for all the equipment that we have parked up here around the place, which is never a bad thing. Make it start to pay for itself a little bit more, and I think we'll be good. So for today though, I think this one bag's going to see us off, so we're not going to put 2 in. We'll just leave it with that one, and then we'll see where we'll go next, plan how much we need to put in. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Stick you down there. I love the growl of this Massey there. It's absolutely sensational, isn't it? Just brilliant. But yeah, as the sun is setting here on Six Ashes Farm, we're going to crack along and we're going to see what we can get done here and hopefully get ourselves away down to the pub fairly quickly as well. But we'll just see what it looks like. It is all about making sure our next year's cereal crops come through. Tomorrow we'll be back out on the plow once we've got the produce delivery done, and we'll be getting some land ready to roll as well. We're still in late summer, so we've got plenty of time there really. It is the end of August right now, so we've got plenty of time through to get the rest of the winter wheat in the ground there. I'm not too worried about that at all, but we just want to make sure that this oilseed rape's got the best start it can. And we'll take the rest of it from there. So for now, right now, we're going to leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed. My name, as always, is Alex. I have been with you here on Saving Grandad's Farm. If you do have any questions, comments, or feedback, don't forget to leave those down below. And a big thank you to Simulation for the Nation for hosting everything. If you haven't done so, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you all in the next one, folks. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing out there, and we'll catch you all in the next one. See you later.